Hello, my name is Hannah and I work at Salt Lake County Animal Services, and today I will be showing you how to teach your dog how to stay. So your dog will need to know how to sit before we teach this behavior, so go ahead and work on that if your dog doesn't already know it. Okay, so step one on teaching your dog to stay. We're going to ask our dog to sit, and then we will be delivering them food at a rapid fire delivery. So it'll look like this: sit, and then click treat, click treat, click treat. Or you can use a marker word if you don't have a clicker. So you can use yes, treat, yes, treat, yes, treat. And what that does is it makes sitting a very positive place for your dog, and it also doesn't give them any time to get up or get bored or offer other behaviors because we're delivering that food so quickly. So rapid fire treat delivery for staying in that position. When your dog is doing really well with that, you can increase the time, meaning your dog is sitting, wait a few seconds, click treat. Wait a few seconds, click treat. Wait a few seconds, click treat. If your dog starts getting up, you can lure them back into a sit, wait a second or two, and then click and treat them. All right, step two, train a release cue. So once your dog can stay in that sit position for 5 to 10 seconds, you can train their release cue. So what you'll do is you'll say the word that you've chosen. My dogs know, okay, but I am going to be teaching Banjo a new word today to show you how to train it. So I will be using free, which he doesn't know yet. So you'll say that word. If your dog doesn't get up, pat your legs and encourage your dog to get up and come towards you. Don't say the word and move at the same time, or else the movement becomes the cue. So just say your release word, pat your legs if your dog doesn't get up, and reward them for getting up. So step three, now you can add your stay cue. So have your dog sit, you can add your verbal and your visual cue for stay and reward them. So it'll look like this. Have your dog sit, stay, with your verbal and your visual cue, and reward. Stay, reward. Stay, reward. So step four, you want to proof that release cue, which means you want to make that release cue really strong because stay is difficult for dogs. And we want to make sure that they are good at staying, especially around distractions. So we will start adding those distractions bit by bit. So for example, our dog is sitting, we've asked him to stay. We will bring out a distraction and click while we've added it. So for Banjo, that might be a treat bag or a toy. So I'll show him the distraction and click at the same time and reward him for staying. I don't want to make it too difficult, so I'm just showing the distraction, clicking and treating. And then I can start moving the distraction around. I can move the distraction, then click and treat. Maybe drop the treat bag, click and treat. If your dog gets up, simply lure them back into position, but don't treat them and make things a little bit easier. Go back to maybe just showing them the distraction. If this is still too hard, you can go back all the way back for step one, where you're rewarding the dogs for simply staying in the sit position and making that really reinforcing. And then you can add criteria when the dog is doing well. So you can add the distraction and also delay the click and reinforcement. So I've tossed the toy on the ground, I'm waiting a couple seconds, then I'm clicking and rewarding. Stay. All right, step five, now you can add some distance. So while he's in a sit stay, I can start moving my body around. And I want to make it variable. I don't always want to make it harder and harder and harder. So I'm not going to take 1 step, then 2 steps, then 3 steps, then 4 steps. And then on 10 steps, he gets the treat. I'm going to maybe just shift my body, click treat. Shift it in a different direction, click treat. Take 1 step, click treat. Take 2 steps, click treat. Then go back to shifting my weight. I want to make it variable so he doesn't know when the food is coming. Once you've added some distance, we can move on to the final step, which is duration. So again, make it variable. So I may ask him to sit stay, and then I am going to wait a couple seconds and then click treat. Then maybe I'll only wait 1 second, click treat. Then I'll maybe hold it for longer, maybe 10 seconds, click treat. If your dog starts offering behaviors, Banjo loves to offer behaviors. So when he thinks I'm waiting for him to do something, he will start offering maybe a shake, or he'll move his body in a different position. So I need to go back to easier steps where I'm treating him more frequently for just sitting and staying. So now that you have all the steps for teaching a stay, you're going to want to proof the whole behavior. You're going to want to make sure that they can stay in your living room, they can stay in your backyard, they can stay in your driveway, they can stay at the park. They don't know how to take what they've learned in your living room and automatically apply it to the vet office. You're going to need to proof it in lots of different scenarios and lots of different situations so that they understand that stay means stay anywhere, no matter where we're at. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to learn more about Salt Lake County Animal Services, please visit our website at adoptutahpets.org, or you can find us on Facebook. Thank you.